Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day one of a brand new week, and you know what that means. We've got to clear up the results of last week before we can move on. So let's grab our 100 sleep points. That puts us at 4,076. And for our daily lottery, we can grab another biscuit would be nice. Ooh, small handy candy. That's also going to be very helpful. We have some things that we need to invest in either soon or hopefully some new things that we're going to catch that will be worth investing in. But let's jump into this sleep report and see if we can go an entire week without seeing a Cyndaquil or an Onyx. You know, I think that would be most impressive if we could just go the entire week without seeing a single one of the two Pokemon that we were hunting for. 9 hours and 10 minutes of sleep with 10% dozing, 46% snoozing, and 44% slumbering. That might be balanced. That is balanced. Okay, so we do have a chance at both Cyndaquil and Onyx today. Let's see how this goes. We should have roughly, I think it's like 55 million maybe, somewhere around there. Not a single one-star sleep? I think that's a first. 52.2 million. That might be a first, not getting a single one-star sleep. So that maybe doesn't bode well for an Onyx. All we can see is the top belly gulping. Watch it all be babies again. Well, we got nothing but babies here in the cave. I mean, kind of. There is one new sleep style. So we got a Wynot, Diglett, a Gulpin, a Houndour with that adorable sleep, Riolu, Gulpin, and Jigglypuff. So what's the new one? Maybe a 2-star or a 3-star Onyx? Either one would be good. I don't think we can get 3-star Onyx yet, though. Ooh, it is Onyx, though. It is. All right, so the 2-star Onyx, the Lurching Sleep. I don't know how long it's been since we've seen Onyx. It has been a while, though. I know that. It's been quite a while. 1,800 Dream Shards just for that one. That's pretty good. All right, let the Onyx be hungry. Come on. No, not you, Onyx. Not you either. Onyx, be hungry. No. Okay. All right, so where are we at? Oh, we are so far from taking this Onyx home. I think I have an idea. I don't think we're taking this Onyx home today. See, here's where it gets tricky. My current thought is to feed the Onyx just one Pokebiscuit at a time until it gets full and hope we get a critical capture. The downside is if we get a big hit on this bonus biscuit, then we're only one Pokebiscuit away from taking it home. But I kind of would like to take that Houndour home too, because we do need a better Houndour. So the question is, which is more of a high priority, the Onyx or the Houndour, to use the bonus biscuit on? Oh no, we don't even want to use the bonus biscuit. We only... Okay, well, that solves that problem. We just give the Houndour just one Pokebiscuit, because there's no point in wasting the bonus one there. Cool. Houndour's going home. We're at least getting a good boy today. I did not realize I had already fed the Houndour when I was formulating this plan. Okay, so Houndour's going home. So the question is, do we... I think we feed one regular biscuit. Okay. It's a gamble because we don't know if it's going to get a big hit, and if so, when. So there's one regular biscuit. Let's see, let me double check my math. Yeah, if we get a big hit here, this will fill it up. Come on. Yes, there we go. The gamble paid off. All right, so we finally have caught an Onyx after, when was this thing released? Like January 2020? Finally, we got one. Okay. All right, so we got the two things that we want. We're definitely going to send out some Onyx candy because of how rare Onyx is, seemingly is anyway. We're going to send out some Onyx candy just to help everybody get a little bit extra. It's not much, but you know, 1 or 2 candies does add up. So we'll go ahead and send that out. And we're going to go home with 2,639 research XP. Enough to put us at rank 53 and get one of those Poke Biscuits right back and a friend incense to go along with it and 2 dream clusters. And then we should have 5,491 dream shards as well. Even better. Can't believe we finally got the Onyx. It's so good. Finally. Now watch it be like 2%. Level 13 in Calm for this Houndour. Houndour's a berry specialist. I don't know why I did not remember that. All right. So let's see how this goes. Helping bonus is a great start. That is a fantastic start. Research XP bonus, not so much. Skill trigger M, also not great. Inventory up L, also not great. Helping speed M is good, but would be better earlier on. And then Calm, I think, is not great. Yep, main skill chance up, and this is possibly one of the worst Houndour I could have found. What is it? Main skill chance up, so that'll be a little further. There we go. Possibly the worst it could be. Oh, well, no, helping bonus is putting in a lot of work there. I'm actually very surprised it's that highly rated. With speed of help down? I'm actually kind of surprised at this result. Like, I know helping bonus is very good, but I'm very surprised that for total strength, research XP bonus is this highly rated. Let me make sure the cooking is turned off. Let's run that again. Yeah, still 89. That makes sense. 72, still at 75. So I guess the ginger at level 30 is a pretty good roll. Leeks would probably be better at level 60, but even more herbs is still kind of highly rated. Huh, I'm very surprised that this is rated this highly, even with neutral cooking schedule or no cooking schedule. Maybe helping bonus helps a lot more than I thought. Either that, I don't know. We're gonna hold on to this one for now. I'm very surprised that this one is this highly rated. And I don't really know what else to say other than I am surprised. But let's go ahead and save that one. And let's move on to the big boy, the one we're really here for. All right, let's go, buddy. What do we got? A female Onyx, level 21 and relaxed. I don't know if that is good or bad, but let's see. So we've got also a berry specialist. We've got tomato, sausage, potatoes at 60 would have been nice, but honestly, I'm not that worried about it with it being a berry gatherer. It's just the potatoes would be nice for variety. Other than that, I don't care. But let's see. We have, that frequency is already pretty good. So we've got Ingredient Finder S, not great. Not a great start. Ingredient Finder M, also not great. Inventory up M, this is the perfect ingredient gathering Onyx, it looks like. And berry find, really? Berry finding at level 100? Really? I could have at least worked with it with berry finding at level 10 and ingredient finder S at 100. If those two would have been swapped, I could have worked with this. We could have made it work for a while until we got a better one. And it would have been great until we got a better one. And the nature isn't terrible. I mean, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. A relaxed nature. All right, let's see. Yeah, yep. Already looking pretty bad on the total strength. Is to be expected. ER of 30 so far. What's going to be at 60? 28. Yeah, it's not good. That is not good at all. All right, let's just try ingredient strength since it just has all of these ingredient sub skills. Let's just see. I mean, we don't need it for potato or tomatoes or sausage. We have those covered in spades. But I guess if we just wanted to throw it on a Taup Hollow team just to bring those in, it's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy we got one. Don't get me wrong. Happy we got one. But I don't even think taking this to a Steelix would help. Where are you, Steelix? Maybe somehow the collection speed is just high enough on a Steelix to balance out the total strength in a more favorable way, but I'm doubting it, especially the way this chart's going already. It's even worse. Even worse. I think it was 28 as an Onyx. Yeah, yikes, that's even worse. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. And again, the ingredients, like, yeah, it's nice that it's highly rated as an ingredient finder, but that's not what it's for. So yeah, this is bad. We're gonna keep it because it's the only one we have, and if we need one, it's good to have it on hand just in case. It's better than nothing. But yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. All right, well, let's move on. At least we saw one and found one. And caught it. That's the surprising part, is that we actually caught it with how much more it needed to be fed. Anyway, let's move on. We got a lot to worry about today. A lot to get done. Switching up islands. Our current island bonus for Tau Paulo is now 45%. Very nice. And it's time to say goodbye to Snorlax. You know, we've been playing this game almost since launch and still have not seen a shiny Snorlax. But for our weekly summary, we got to Master 3. Everything was down from last week, which we kind of expected because we weren't really trying super hard this week, with a final strength of 522,168. Overall sleep summary of S for 6 small handy candies. Very nice. Very consistent on that sleep midpoint. That's good. And then let's see, what are we looking at on the islands? 82 for green grass, 78 cyan, 75 taupe, 74 snowdrop, and 66 lapis. So yeah, things are looking pretty rough, but we are going to go to lapis this week. The area bonus is not the best, only 15%, but as we found out this week, last week, and I think also the week before, we desperately need a better Stuffle. We got curries and stews. Ooh, okay, so we need to put Victory Bell on the team, which is perfect for this island. Absolutely perfect for this island. We did get 5 diamonds for going to sleep on time. Looks like Beware leveled up. And I'm gonna go ahead and do breakfast. My inventory bag is absolutely full, 600 out of 600. So we need to get breakfast done. If only we had the pot space, this would be perfect. This would be a great start to the day. If only we had the ability to do 77 ingredients. I don't even think with a good camp ticket I can make that work. Yeah, I don't think I could make that work even with a good camp ticket. We are gonna go for a little bit of a throwback though. We're gonna do a grilled tail curry to start off the week. And throw in those mushrooms. We're gonna hold on to the potatoes. We need those. We're gonna hold on to the leeks. What else do we have that we could throw a bunch in and not be worried about it? Probably the tomatoes. We'll get all of those back by the end of the week, I think, simply because Victory Bell's on the team. So no worries there. And we should have a pretty decent one. If we can get an extra tasty, that'd be nice. Ask and ye shall receive. Thank you. 31,997. There we go. That is a fantastic start to this week. Level 29 on the grilled tail curry now. All right. Perfect. A great start. We may actually have a problem with ingredients this week. With everybody collecting ingredients overnight, we might have to sell off some stuff. Because we can't expand the ingredient bag anymore, I don't believe. Basic 3 to start off with. Great start. The only thing that would have made that better is if we had the pot space to make the Inferno curry and get an extra tasty on that, but now I'm just being greedy. All right, so you finally brought in a bunch of shrooms. Only brought in like 4 of them yesterday. Very uncharacteristic of you, Gengar. 585, we are getting close to the end. There we go. A skill trigger to start the day. That's a good thing. You are probably going to stay on the team. You've been doing better about the corn. I will give you that. You have done better on the corn. Let's go ahead and grab these. That is going to fill our bag. I'm pretty sure that we cannot increase it anymore, but I want to double check just to make sure they didn't sneak something in on me. Yeah, still can't do it. Okay, that is unfortunate. So that means we need to get rid of some of these sausage, which that's fine. Sausage is not a great filler anymore. We'll get rid of them. Oh, well, I guess we're checking the news. We do have some new news, but we'll get back to this here in a minute. Let me go ahead and finish my train of thought before I forget. Let's sell off some of this sausage. Let's get rid of about 30 of them. That should be fine. Get a few extra dream shards just to add to the pile. All right, let's collect from everybody. I want to get the team swapped out to the new team so they can be working while we're going through the news. Okay, so we've collected from everyone. And now we can swap our team. And what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and go to this first team. Where are you at? This first team is now going to be my curry team. So if ever I'm making curry, let's go ahead and get this all pulled up so we can make sure we have everything the way we want. If ever I'm making curry, the most consistent thing that I can make is going to be the limber corn stew. That is the most consistent thing that I can make with my current pot space. If we get to the final pot size, we'll switch over if it's possible, given the ingredient. Oh yeah, it might be, because Victory Bell and Blastoise are a fantastic team. It might be possible to switch over to that once we get there, but for now, we can only do the limber corn stew reliably. So we're going to set this team up for that, which means, where's my Victory Bell? Where is my Victory? There you are. Victory Bell's up front. And then we need milk. So we're going to have Blastoise on the team for the milk. Hopefully he can cover everything we need, given that we already have some milk to start with. And for the corn, we're going to have Dragonaire's up front on the team. I want Dragonair to perform better. If it does perform better, then it's worth keeping it on the team. I just don't know if I was getting bad RNG with the corn drops, or if Dragonaire's just not the best at corn drops, or at ingredient drops in general. And then for now, we're going to have Beware on the team. If we get a double corn stuffle, we can swap it out and free up another space on the team. We'll probably swap out that double corn stuffle for the Dragonair and then take the Beware off and put a berry finder on the team. For now, let's see, Snorlax's favorite berries. I'm really worried about making meals outside more than berries. That Espeon actually does a lot of good work for us, but I feel like as a main berry gatherer, it's not the best choice. For now, I think this is actually the better choice on the team. Unless it's time to invest in you, which it might be. How many candies do we have? We have a decent amount of candies. I think if we can get you... What level do you evolve is the question. I forget. Is it 23? 21. If possible, if we can get this one to evolve, I think this one's actually the better choice at like level 21 or 25, somewhere around there. I think it outperforms the other one. And it's only until the later levels that the old Primeape outperforms the new one, if I remember that correctly. Where are you? I went too far. There you are. Okay. Expand all, both, full pouch, because we're not worried about the skill trigger on them. Let's just say level 30, because I think this one, yeah, this one's already level 30. Yeah, the new one outperforms the old one. Up until like level 50 or 60, I think. So I think it's definitely worth putting this one on the team and investing in it now. That little extra is actually going to add up quite substantially over the week. So let's see. What is it going to take to get you to level 21, I wonder? Let's just get it to evolve, and then we'll worry about investing in it later once we get that done. Let's go to the XP table. We are currently at level 12 with 407 to go, and we own 154 candies. Let's go ahead and expand the table. We want to get to level 21. We're almost there. We only need 11 more candies, so 4 handy candies will get us what we need. How many do we have? 47? That's not bad. That's honestly not bad. Let's go ahead and do that. So there's 4. And then we can level up all the way to 21. Or not. Oh, the nature. I forgot about the nature. Yep, relaxed nature does inhibit this. Because that means, where's relaxed? Energy recovery. Oh, I skipped right over it. All right, we need more candies. That's a problem. We actually need 14. Oopsies. Well, we've already started the investment. Might as well do it. We got 6 of them today, so let's see. We currently have how many? So we can make sure we use exactly what we need. 166. All right, so we need to use 10 more. That is unfortunate. That is 100% on me for not checking the nature. Didn't even think about it. All right, that should be enough to get us to level 21 now. Exactly enough to get to level 21. Perfect. All right, level 21. We don't get any kind of helping speed or anything like that at level 25, so it's not really super worth it to push to level 25, but let me make sure it is 40. Yep, 40 to evolve. So we can use these 2 handy candy M's. And that will give us exactly what we need to evolve. And there we go. There's our Mankey growing up into a big boy primate. I'm wondering how the new primate evolution is going to affect primate going forward. There we go. Annihilate is going to I think change the game kind of substantially for us, especially with this primate. Uh-oh, the game freeze, or is it just taking a while? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the game froze. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna reboot the game and I'm gonna plug in the team members that we have, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We have this team of helpers set up now. I've got everybody taken care of. One thing I'm gonna start doing now, if I have a Pokemon that's a berry specialist with berry finding, instead of calling them berry and then whatever they're rating, I'm going to change it to BFS in their rating. That way I know at a glance, oh, this is a berry specialist that also has berry finding, just kind of as a way to denote between the two of them to kind of help me get a better idea of what they look like at a glance. And that's kind of the whole purpose of my entire naming scheme. Another thing that I changed up is this first team slot is going to be called Curries. And basically, if I get Curries for the week, I'm going to come in and the only thing I'll need to change is going to be the berry specialist. Maybe some of the ingredient specialists if like I have another type of Pokemon that does good at bringing in potatoes, but we're on an island that has that specific Pokemon's berry, then it'll be good to switch out with Victory Bell. But for the most part, this will be the default Curry team. And then the only thing we'll change out will be the last 1 or 2 Pokemon on the team. We're going to do the same with salads and desserts on these teams. I just haven't set them up yet, but that's the plan. And with this current team, we should, if all things are correct, yep, Lapis is selected. I don't have the good camp ticket on. Everything is normal. Should only get to Ultra 2, which is crazy. Lapis is no joke, and we have a team that's 7,742 RP, but I do think the recommendation for Lapis Lakeside is like 10,000. So, I mean, we got a ways to go. Ultra 2, given our RP relative to what's recommended, sounds pretty reasonable. Again, we did get the extra tasty, so that will throw this off a little bit. It may actually be Ultra 3, all things considered. But other than that, should be pretty accurate for the most part. But let's go ahead and check the news finally, now that we're back after that glitch. And I don't know what that was, but at least it kept my evolution. I see this one's an interesting one. I'm actually, you know what? I was going to go to the second one first. But yeah, let's check this out. Response to inappropriate conduct. This is kind of caught my attention. Thank you for playing Pokemon Sleep. This is an announcement about our response to inappropriate conduct within this app. We will be strengthening our response to inappropriate conduct so players can play the game with full peace of mind. Example of inappropriate conduct: using unauthorized tools or programs to conduct a considerable number of sleep research sessions. Okay, people using third-party apps to cheat the game. Okay. Inappropriate conduct such as the above conflicts with our terms of use, and we will be taking measures such as suspending the user's account if it is detected in either past or future gameplay. I mean, that's reasonable. Personally, if that's how people are playing the game, it's not a competitive game, I'm not super bothered by it, but I don't see any reason why the company shouldn't take measures against it if they want to keep people from doing that. By all means, if you want to keep your game that pure, that's fine. Do it. Please enjoy the app according to the rules laid out in the terms of use. Also, playing the game in ways other than intended may cause problems with the app's operation, so please refrain from spreading and encouraging such behavior. To protect the peace of mind of our players, we will periodically observe app use and continually respond to inappropriate conduct within the app. We hope you continue to enjoy Pokemon Sleep. I also don't know why you would kind of cheat this kind of game. Like, it's not a game that's meant to be taken that seriously. Like, it's just kind of a fun side thing to do. It's not competitive, like I said. There's no reason to be that serious about it. So I'm not sure why people are going that hard on this game. Like, just enjoy it. Let it just be kind of a chill thing to do. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Notice for maintenance in version 1.5. Ooh, okay. In order to update the app's version, maintenance will be conducted during the following time period: April 17th, 8 p.m. local time for me, 8 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. So I need to be wary of that one because that does mess with my usual going to bed window. Need to make sure we get dinner in before 8 o'clock on that day. Keep in mind, check your app for the local time. I've said 8 p.m. before and not realized that it was local time. Check your app. It will tell you when it'll happen for your time zone. Points to be updated. Preparation for the Flower Festival event makes sense. Addition of shiny Pokemon profile icons. Ooh, you will be able to set shiny Pokemon you have befriended as your profile icon. That's new. All right, that's kind of a neat little show-off thing. And the addition of the new campfire relaxing sound. That has the potential to be the best one yet. As far as game contents, changes to the cooking times on the home screen. The cooking times for breakfast and dinner have been changed as follows. Breakfast before the change was 6 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. After the change, it'll be 4 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Okay, yeah, so they're just changing dinner. I misread that. They're changing dinner to align with that change, so dinner will end at 3:59 a.m. That makes sense. That I'm surprised it took them that long to fix it, honestly, with how long people have been waking up at 4 a.m. on a Sunday morning to get the extra tasty chance and get an extra breakfast, so to speak, by doing their dinner between 4 and 6. I'm surprised it took them that long to fix it, but they are changing it. So if anybody is taking advantage of that, that will be going away soon. Balance adjustments. Hey, this is always good. Here we go. Adjustments to the helping stats of certain helper Pokemon. Slowbro, the carry limit is going to be increased by 6, and its ingredient finding rate will be increased by 30%. So that's going to be a pretty nice buff to Slowbro, especially if you're using him for Tails, which almost everybody is, let's be honest. That might actually make him worth using. The carry limit for Pseudo Wudo also increased by 6. And both the main skill chance and its ingredient finding chance increased by 10%. That's good. Very good. Slow King, here we go. The carry limit also increased by 6. And same main skill chance and ingredient finding chance increased by 10% as well. Nice. Nice. That may actually be worth finally investing in our Slowpoke that we have set aside for Slow King. We'll have to see how that actually changes it. From what other people are finding once that change is implemented. For Sableye, the main skill chance is going up by 15% and the ingredient finding chance is going up by 10%. And then for Swalot, the carry limit is increasing by 6 and the main skill chance is going up by 15%. Very, very nice. Good changes that are on Pokemon that are very underused. So, well, for the most part, Slowbro and Slowking, maybe not so much. But maybe we'll actually start seeing these Pokemon being used on teams, and that's always a good thing. It's good to kind of buff some of these lesser used Pokemon. Adjustment to the target of main skill Energizing Cheer S. The helper Pokemon with the lowest energy on the team will be more likely to receive the effect of this main skill. So not that they're guaranteed, but more likely, and that's a good thing. That is a very good thing because the last thing you want is for Energizing Cheer to proc on a Pokemon that already has very high energy. Well, no, actually you may want it to proc on the one with high energy. This may not be a good change. I don't know. It kind of depends on how you look at it, I guess. That one, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. You let me know how you feel about that one in the comments, but I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. We'll see how that one plays out in practicality. The starting level of newly befriended Pokemon raised from between 1 to 3. So that's good. This adjustment is meant to help beginner researchers in particular so that they can enjoy the game more. That's good. That'll benefit everybody, but it will especially benefit new players. So that's very nice. Good changes all around. Nothing that I really have anything to complain about. It's all good changes, good stuff. Very nice that they are actually keeping the game fresh and wanting to keep it in a healthy state. But we did get a medal for 100 ground type Pokemon studied, which is good for a small dream cluster, which will be very beneficial once that Dream Shard bonus event, whenever we finally get it, rolls around. Hopefully not only once a year, like twice a year is what we need. And then for the community reports, there's about 47 of them. 48! Never mind, I take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 that doubled up out of 48. That's really good. That's right at 33%, roughly. Somewhere around there. No level ups today. Level ups are getting kind of sparse, but that is to be expected. All right, and since we had the crash and all the news and everything, we do have time for lunch. If we have the ingredients for lunch, we can go ahead and do that today. Victory Bell, you haven't got anything yet, buddy. What's going on? All that good stuff I was talking about you, and then you do that to me? Come on, man. Because we have the ingredients for it, we're gonna go for the spicy leek curry. I would like to go for spicy leek curry more often, but our production of leeks is not high enough to sustain it. So it is still better for us to make the limbercorn stew. Let's go ahead and use these tomatoes. As much as I would like to switch to the spicy leek curry, it's just not consistent enough. We would only be able to make it once a day. And then after that, try to just find something to make, and no guarantee it would be anything good. So I'd rather go with something that's a little less strong, but far more consistent. But we did get 12,991 from that curry, so that's good. That should put us at basic 4, maybe almost 5. Oh, not even close to almost 5, just barely basic 4. Never mind, I take it back. I forgot, I even talked about it, how Lapis was a whole different beast, and then underestimated Lapis again. All right, well, there we go. Basic 4 after breakfast and lunch. Good way to start the week off. Hopefully Ultra 3 is just kind of a conservative guess and we get way beyond that this week. But ultimately we're here to find a better Stuffle. We could use a better Jatini or Dragonair. And we also still need a really good Ralt. So we got plenty to look for. Hopefully we find them. And I think that spans the entire range of all the sleep styles we could possibly get. So there shouldn't be any wasted days unless just nothing shows up. But other than that, that is the plan. And yeah, we're just going to see how things go. But thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on, what is this, day 2? I don't know why I'm losing track of my days so much lately, but it's day 2 of a brand new week. And we are going to start off, with not very much points, but we are going to get 9,151 sneaky snacking. And only 91 sleep points. Very surprising. I feel like I slept like a rock. It was one of those close your eyes and it's time to wake up kind of nights. But let's go ahead and grab our daily lottery. And that's going to give us a 20 diamonds. Very nice. Okay, good. We still need more because I need to get above 500 again. I like to always have enough on hand to buy a good camp ticket just in case. Well, let's jump into this sleep report and see how our first night on Lapis Lakeside, back again after quite a while. Let's see how it went. We are looking for any of the Pokemon that could spawn exclusively on Lapis. So any of them would be nice, but only 7 hours and 43 minutes of sleep. That's not good. Let's see. We've got 8% dozing, 46% snoozing, and 46% slumbering. Way different than what I thought it would be based on how I felt when I woke up. Wow, woke up, but that is a balance type, so that's good. It does mean technically we have all 3 available, and we need a better one of all 3 of them. So yikes, only 4 spawns, 7.2 million. A couple of 2 stars, so maybe that's why. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. I see a Mankey and a Sudowoodo. That's not good. That's not what we're looking for. I mean, the Eevee would be nice, but we've got an Eevee, a Why Not, a Mankey, and a Sudowoodo. Eevee is about the only thing there that I'm even kind of concerned with. Interested in. Of course, the Eevee's hungry, so that's good. Watch, I bet you I've already fed it, though. Yep. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I really don't care about the others, especially Why Not and Sudowoodo at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna feed the Eevee the bonus biscuit. We used more Poke Biscuits than I wanted to yesterday. So I'm just going to feed the Eevee the bonus biscuit. It's a bit wasteful. Well, more than a bit wasteful, but I just really don't have a desire to catch the others right now. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to catch that Eevee and we're going to move on. Slow start to the week, but that's kind of what we expected when we came to Lapis. Let's go ahead and send out. Let's send out some Mankey candy. Help people out when they get to Lapis, because we know how big of a struggle Lapis is. So let's try to help out where we can. 345 research XP and 618 dream shards, and we can go ahead and check and see just how good this Eevee will be. Level 13 and careful. We've got milk, cocoa milk. Not bad, not great, but not bad. All right. For the sub skills, we have energy recovery bonus. That's all right. Sleep XP bonus, not so great. Inventory up S is good. So far, not looking very good for an Eevee. Ingredient Finder M and Ingredient Finder S, definitely not good for an Eevee. Yeah, I mean, the nature is nice, but I don't know that the nature can save it. Because we're not looking too good. Maybe the nature does save it. Either way, the rest of the sub skills are not really what I'd be looking for any of the possible evolutions. And at 79, it's okay, but it's not as good as I would like it to be for something I want to evolve. No skill triggers, no skill level ups. It's really, yeah. I don't even think I'm going to let it finish. I'm not going to keep this one. Currently, I need a Flareon or a Glaceon candidate would be really good. Jolteon candidate, of course, we're looking for still. Umbreon would also be good, and this just does not have the sub skills I would be looking for any of them. Like I said, the skill trigger and the skill level up are really, really needed for me to be satisfied with an Eevee, and this has none of them. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. I'm not even really concerned with how the final rating is. It's already at 77 at level 75, and I don't think it's gonna get much better with Ingredient Finder. No, went down to 73, just finished. 73 PR is definitely going straight to the professor. All right, another 158 sneaky snacking. And we have new news. Oh, the Flower Festival bundles. Okay. All right, Flower Festival bundles volume 1. Oh, are we going to have... Is it volume 1 because there's more bundles this year, or is this going to be a recurring event and next year will be volume 2? I'm guessing it's a yearly thing. To accompany the Flower Festival event, Flower Festival Bundles Volume 1, small, medium, and large will be available beginning April 22nd at 1 a.m. It's a weird time. I'm thinking that's local time, so check your news just to see exactly when it releases for you. But either way, April 22nd and beyond, not really super concerning exactly when it releases, I suppose. We've prepared some bundles of items such as Chikorita Incense and Comfey Incense that can help you befriend grass and fairy types. You can use this incense during the event in the various areas where these Pokemon appear to encounter grass and fairy type Pokemon. Bundle M includes Eevee Incense and a Leaf Stone. Why did we scroll all the way down? Which can help you if you want to befriend a Leafeon. And Bundle Large includes Comfey Incense and Comfey Candies. Recommended for researchers who want to befriend a new Comfey and build them up quickly. Why are we scrolling so wildly today? The bundle details available from April 22nd to April 29th. Bundle small, 250 diamonds, 5 Poke Biscuits, and 1 Chikorita Incense. That's not bad. 50 diamonds, a biscuit, and a free Chikorita Incense, if you want to look at it that way. That's not terrible. If you got the diamonds, that was not bad, and you can buy 3 of them. That's... Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Wait. Okay, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's not a bad one. 250 diamonds for that bundle is not bad at all. Nice little boost of biscuits. Chikorita Incense. Chikorita's pretty useful on Lapis, so that's not bad. And then moving on to the medium bundle for 600 diamonds. We're going to get 10 Poke Biscuits, 1 Eevee Incense, and 1 Leaf Stone. The Leaf Stone itself is pretty valuable. Otherwise, you got to spend 1,400. I think it's 1,400 sleep points to buy one from the shop. So that's not too bad. 10 biscuits. Put some... If you want to just say you're only paying for the biscuits and the rest are just bonuses, which is not necessarily the best way to look at it, but that's 60 diamonds a biscuit. Also, not a bad bundle if you've got the diamonds. That's not a bad one for the Leaf Stone, especially in the 10 biscuits. The Eevee Incense is just nice. There's no guarantee you're going to get an Eevee that you actually want to make a Leafeon out of that. But that's not a bad bundle for the biscuits and the stone. Not bad. Only 1 per user. And then the large bundle, 1,500 diamonds. Here we go. Great Biscuit times 10. 2 Friend Incense, a Comfey Incense, and 60 Comfey Candies. 60 candies, actually a pretty good boon. That's what, the equivalent of roughly 10 encounters with a Comfey? So that's not bad. And then you get a guaranteed Comfey with the Incense, which again, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be usable, but you'll get one. And then 2 Friend Incense and 10 Great Biscuits. I really think that price is just a bit steep for me. 1,500 diamonds, even if I had them, probably wouldn't spend it on that specifically. Like, yeah, it is a nice little boost, but that's a lot of diamonds. and in turn a lot of money for what I feel is not a very big boon to your gameplay. So I'm not really happy with that bundle. That's the least valuable bundle in my opinion. At least with the 250 and the 600 diamond bundles, you can kind of get those with free diamonds relatively easily. Like, it's not gonna be fast, but you could have them and just save them for a good bundle to come along. And honestly, if you've got 600 diamonds to spend and you've already got all of your bag increases, the medium bundle's not a bad deal for what it is. The leaf stone, anytime, I think for me personally, anytime we have an evolution item in a bundle, it significantly boosts the value of that bundle to me, especially as a free player without the premium pass, because that's 2 full weeks of 100% sleep points just to get one evolution item. And if we can get it in a bundle for 600 diamonds plus biscuits and an incense, that's not a bad deal at all, in my opinion. It's not, maybe not necessarily the best use of your diamonds as a free player, but certainly not one that I think is just an absolute no. So not bad. Small and medium bundles in this event, pretty good in my opinion. The large bundle, I wouldn't do it. Not me personally. Comfey incense, we know what incense does at this point. Comfey, Chikorita, Eevee, they're just explaining what they do. We know that they attract that specific Pokemon. And that is about it. So all in all, the bundles are pretty nice. Small and medium, I like. Large, don't like. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Maybe I am missing something with that large bundle. But for our community reports, hopefully 48 of them. Hopefully. Only 40. I mean, I am recording a little earlier today, but not much. Kind of surprised there's that much of a difference. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 that doubled up. Okay, in stark contrast to the last couple of days where we've had like 28 that have doubled. All right, not too bad. No level ups today. But as you can probably see right there, it is that time again. I need 2 new friends. I am going to do it a little bit differently this time around. In the past, I've just done the first 2 friend codes that I see. I feel like that's a bit unfair, so I want to do it a little bit differently this time around. So the way it's going to work this time around, you're going to drop your friend code in the comments, just like before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the friend codes that I get from people that are subscribed to the channel, and I'm going to put them in a random generator, and I'm going to run that and let RNG pick the 2 friends that I add. Again, you can also see these friend codes, so if you need friends, make sure that in YouTube you sort the comments by newest first, otherwise they won't show up. I'm not sure why YouTube does it that way, but we know that that works. Sort by newest first. You can also see the friend codes, so hopefully we can all get a bunch of friends today. And yeah, that's how I'm going to pick it. So make sure to drop your friend code in the comments, make sure you're subscribed, and then I'm going to give it 24 hours. So tomorrow around noon my time is when I'll go ahead and pick the 2, well, let RNG pick the 2 that are going to be my new friends. But that said, let's go ahead and move on. And we can hopefully get a decent breakfast today. Another 330 sneaky snacking. I think I might be maxed out on ingredients right now. I'm not 100% sure. I have plenty of potatoes. You are one of the 2 that I should not have clicked on first. I am maxed on ingredients. 606 because we got that honey. All right, so let's make breakfast first. Should have clicked on the beware. That way I got just that extra 1 point of energy recovery. Still can't do this. I don't think I could. What is that? 55 ingredients? 25, 30. Yeah, it is 55. So I could, if we have enough. If there's enough dream shards to increase the pot, which I don't think there will be. Let's see. 127. Oh, I'm still way off. I thought I'd have a lot more. Oh, yeah, we did invest in the Mankey. That took quite a bit. Forgot about that. All right. I still can't do that yet. That's... Do I want to do a thing? Do I? I have 80. I have 80 and I need 75,000. So let's just do some real quick math. 1,890, or nope, no. 75,000 divided by 1,890. We'd have to use 40 of them. Literally half of our supply. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I do. I really want to hold on to them and just bulk use them when we get a double dream shard event. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. We're going to practice a little bit of delayed gratification. Hopefully by the time we get another double shard event, I have like 160 of them. That would be fantastic. I'm gonna make the limber corn stew. We could make the spicy leek curry, but I want to save those ingredients. Do I? No, that's silly. I was gonna say I want to save those ingredients for a backup in case we can't make the limber corn stew, but making it now means that we'll be able to make limber corn stew more reliably down the road. So yeah, let's just make the spicy leek curry. Might as well, while we have the ingredients for it, throw in a lot of this cacao, because that is definitely going to boost up that curry. A nice chocolatey leek curry. Sounds delicious. All right. 5,505 beforehand, and comes out to only 13,115. That's way lower than what I'm used to in the last couple of weeks. Oh man, every meal is a reminder of how difficult Lapis is, but it's worth it. Hopefully it'll be worth it. All right, so now we are officially grade 1. Now that I think about it, I didn't even consider when the Lapis Pokemon start spawning when I was saying, oh, we got balanced. Maybe we have a chance at all of them. I don't even remember when they start showing up. I need to look into that. All right, let's see. Skill trigger there. That's fantastic. That's the one we want. Victory Bell skill trigger rate is very high for me. So that's a good one. We are already probably maxed out again. Almost. No skill trigger there. Don't know why I clicked on you. You've got some corn for me, which I need. And you have some more corn. And my bag is full again. We, you know what? How much corn do we have? Do we have a decent supply right now? 58. We're getting there. We are getting there. Maybe now's the time. You know what? I want to check one thing. I'm going to let you guys in on what I'm thinking. I want to check this guy right here. What was our skill trigger count? Was it very high? Not super high. Was it high enough to swap you into the team maybe? And if so, who are we swapping out? Definitely want to keep Victory Bell on the team. Maybe we swap out Blastoise for a day or two. Or we sell some of the excess sausage and collect all that corn from Beware. Since we got a skill trigger on Dragonair today. That sounds like a good call. It's looking like that might be the right call. I don't even remember what your sub skills were. Helping speed, it doesn't matter because you're only level 18. Skill trigger S, we definitely need to get you to 25 if that's the case. Oh, you know what? I think this one was actually worth a seed in, possibly. 71 with the skill trigger S. What about with skill trigger M? Higher already. And it was a relaxed nature. Ooh, the XP gains down. coming to haunt me again. All right, yeah, let's sell off some of this excess sausage. Another 30 is fine. Then we can collect that corn while this finishes calculating. And that might be what we do. Probably gonna switch out. Collect the sausage all right back again. I mean, the expected skill count is still staying very high. And as much effort as it took me to get a magneton, or yeah, this is a magneton. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. As much effort as it took for me to get this, it might be worth a sub-skills. Maybe not. Definitely going to need to get it to level 25 if we're going to use it, though. Which is going to eat into our dream shards again. Yeah, it's going to use 15,000. But it is necessary if we're going to have it on the team for its skill. And unfortunately, we do not have a good Flareon or Glaceon candidate at the moment. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Before I do something stupid, before I do something that you all yell at me in the comments about, hold the phone. Let's go check. I mean, we could repurpose this Eevee. There's no reason it has to be a Sylveon. Unfortunately, we don't get skill trigger until 50. We could repurpose this Eevee though. If we're here for, if we're here for a Ralts on Lapis and we're trying to get a Ralts, that's going to take the place of the Sylveon anyway. So what's the point of rushing the Sylveon for the Eevee if we're trying to get a Gardevoir? So let's see, maybe we change this. Maybe we change this. It's looking pretty good. It might have even gotten better since the last time I rated this one. Yeah, it's looking really nice. We do get skill trigger M, so we don't even need a seed investment, and helping speed M and energy recovery bonus will help the rest of the team. 100 after it gets that skill trigger. And it balances out its own nature. 97, even better. Helping speed S is only going to make it better. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we repurpose this Eevee. It's already level 25. We don't have to invest anything in it other than to evolve it. Do I have... I don't have a Firestone. That is the only problem. That is the only problem, is that I don't have a Firestone, but you know what? We have I'm pretty sure I already bought my Master Biscuit this month, but even if I didn't, oh, we're about to find out anyway. I was gonna say, even if I didn't, we still have good sleep day coming up. Yeah, 97. Skill trigger M. The only thing that would make it better is skill trigger S as well, but... And a helping speed M? No, it already has helping speed M. Yeah, so the only thing that could make this Eevee better is a skill trigger S and a skill level up. But honestly, if it triggers enough times, it's gonna be worth it anyway. So yeah. Is this one I want to invest in? Yes. Not general shop. Regular exchange. Haven't bought the biscuit yet, but we do have good sleep day coming up, so we'll be able to buy it if we want to. Firestone, 1,400 sleep points. Exactly what I was talking about with that leaf stone earlier. We're going to do it. It's worth it, I think, in the long run. I'm hoping it'll be worth it, because who knows when we're going to get another Flareon. Well, Flareon candidate anyway. So I think it's worth it to invest in the one we know we have that is currently rated 97. And the one thing that I should have done before I bought that stone was to run the calculation on Flareon itself, just to see if it stays the same, because I don't know what Flareon's skill count is, skill trigger rate is, but it looks like it's about the same. Honestly, the numbers look pretty much the same. Eevee, I think most of the evolutions stay about the same on their skill trigger rate, if not get better. So yeah, it's worth it. Let's do it. Almost made a mistake investing in that magneton and using a subskill seed for no reason when we had one sitting here already. Kind of a paradoxical name though, being called Sylveon 94 when it's a Flareon now, but we can fix that later. For now, we're just going to enjoy our nice new Flareon that we're going to add to the team. It's going to do us some fantastic work when it comes to Taupalo, but for now, hopefully will help us eat through some of these excess ingredients that we have so we don't have to sell them off for dream shards because it's kind of a waste of ingredients. But yeah, there he is right there on the team. We're gonna run the experiment, see how it goes, and hopefully it goes well and I don't regret my decision, but you never know. Another 15 diamonds from using a bunch of candies. Definitely would like to get to Master 3 for that Dratini incense if we can, but it's probably not gonna happen. And again, Flareon is calculated at a expected skill count of 97. So I think, and I'm hoping that was the right call. But that said, that is all I have got for today. Remember to drop your friend codes in the comments and make sure you're subscribed so that you can be entered in the raffle to join in the 2 open slots that I have. Also, make sure if you need friends to go through the comments, sort by newest first so that you can add a whole bunch of friends to your list and we can build this sleep research community together. But that is all I've got for today. Y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 3 here at Lapis Lakeside. Starting off a lot better than yesterday with actually getting a full night's sleep like I'm supposed to, and 8,131 sneaky snacking and another recovery incense to go in the bag and save for probably the flower festival whenever we have to use a certain number of incenses for the week to get a mission done. We're also going to grab 100 sleep points, and that'll put us at 2,867. And while we're here, of course, we grab our daily lottery, which is hopefully diamonds or biscuit. A biscuit. There we go. I think that means we are back to, might be back to the number of biscuits we had at the beginning of the week. Hopefully. Back to the 19. But let's jump into this sleep report and see if we get any of the things that we're here to find. We do have quite a few things that we're looking for, so really any sleep type will hopefully do. Not really too concerned about it. We're still looking for any of the new Pokemon that are here for Lapis and only on Lapis, with 13% dozing, 38% snoozing, and 49% slumbering, which is almost certainly a slumbering type. It's dozing. Ooh. There we go. Not paying attention like I'm supposed to. All right. So let's see. We only had like, what, 7 million yesterday? Maybe even, yeah, I think it's 7 million. So 15 million and 37,000. That's pretty good. It gives us 5 spawns. Hopefully it's one that we can use. Well, there's a Dratini. That is something new that we need. Well, one of the newer Pokemon that we still need a better one of. We've caught a few of them. Also, Chikorita is something else we need as well. So, a couple of good things. So we got 2 Ekans, a Dratini, a few coiled boys up there at the top, a Chikorita, and a top belly Psyduck. Nothing new, of course, which is going to be more and more rare to find something new with how far along we are in the game and nobody's hungry. Ooh, okay. Let's see. What is the best way to handle this? Part of me wants to go for the Chikorita because it's level 9, and I think, if I remember correctly, because I'm always confused on exactly how this works, if I remember correctly, catching this one would be friendship level 10, which gives us a guaranteed gold. Part of me wants to catch that one, but then part of me thinks that we should go for the Dratini because it is more useful in more circumstances than a Meganium would be. You know what? Let's do something a little crazy today. It's going to be an exciting day. Let's see what happens in progress. Let's see. Did the game just crash there? No, there we go. Only +3. So let's go ahead and feed you 2 biscuits. Hopefully we can make those back before too long. I don't want to use too many biscuits, but we're kind of in a situation where we kind of need to. The Dratini did not get full, so that's good. So we're taking that home today. Okay, so the Dratini is the high priority. Chikorita is a priority Pokemon for me right now, but not extremely high. So we will try a little bit. I'm going to give it just 2 biscuits. Not going to do any more than that because if it shows up again, I just want to be able to give it a bonus biscuit and be done. Unfortunately, no big hits or anything. All right, so we're going to stop there. That way we don't have any wasted biscuits if it shows up again, because it's almost certainly going to get hungry before we get it full with just regular biscuits. So unfortunately, we will not be able to take it home. We are going to send out the Dratini candy. That is going to be most helpful for people. With it being a pseudo legendary, those candies are desperately needed. 740 research XP, not a lot on that progress bar for level 54, and 1,432 dream shards. All right, now we can check and see. Level 12 and Bashful. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Let's see, we've got... is that what... I think that might be what we want. That's a pretty good ingredient spread. We're not really super worried about herbs. They're not very useful in most high-level recipes, so that's not really that big a deal. So skill trigger M on a Dratini is a very good thing to have. Inventory up M is also good. Where's it at? There it is. Inventory up S, redundant, but that's okay. Ingredient finder M, also good, and sleep XP bonus. Not too bad as a capstone ability. Bashful nature is neutral. Okay. So this one's okay. The unfortunate part is it just takes it to level 75 to truly be useful. I mean, well, not useful. It will be useful before level 75. Why is this just going down, down, down? That is not what I expected. I mean, skill trigger, yeah, doesn't help with ingredient finding. Am I doing this on the right thing? Oh, you know what? I know why. That's why, because the ingredients are not helpful for the curry we have set. So let's turn off the cooking. You would think by now I'd remember to do that. Honestly, only 49 at level 75. I mean, yeah, you do want ingredient finder earlier, but that's kind of surprising. Also, I might have messed up the calculator. May need to refresh. Might have broken it. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh. We'll do it again. I think I broke it. All right, so we've got corn, skill trigger M, inventory up M, inventory up S, ingredient finder M, and sleep XP bonus with a bashful nature. Level 100. All right, there we go. Still just steady getting worse and worse. That's kind of surprising. Very surprising. Honestly, out of all the ones we have, this isn't one that's good enough. Yeah, meals are still turned off. This isn't one that's good enough that I would keep anyway. We do have 2 pretty solid ones that are turning out better than this one is, but it's so weird. See that? Yeah, why was it only showing 49 earlier? That makes more sense. 79 for ingredient finder M. Either way, as long as it takes for this one to get good, to really start to shine, we can find a better one. So yeah, I'm not gonna let it finish. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send this one to the professor, and we'll try to find a better one. That'll just be some extra candy in the bag. And another step on the road to friendship level 10 with Dratini. So let's go ahead and move on. Another 158 sneaky snacking. Grab those Eevee candy. And no new news. But we do have new community reports. 44 of them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 that doubled up. Very nice. Very well done. There's a level up. Another level up. 3 of them. I was hoping we could get 4. So we got 6 small ingredient tickets, which we will not be using anytime soon with the way our ingredient bag is going right now. All right, well, speaking of ingredients, let's go ahead and see if we can get a skill trigger here. There we go. That's a good way to start the day. 10 more ingredients. I considered dropping a main skill seed into Flareon, but it would only give me an extra 2 per skill trigger. And that's for level 3. At level 4, we'd get a total of extra 17 ingredients in the pot for each skill trigger versus 12 at level 3. If I had an overabundance of main skill seeds, that would be a good call, but to use one of our few main skill seeds on it for only 2 extra ingredients per trigger, I didn't really think was worth it. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to get a bunch of ingredients. This is why my bag is always full. Look at that. Can't even collect everything from Blastoise. All right, well, we're going to hold off anyway. The other 2, they could possibly give themselves energy. We want to max out as much as we can get from breakfast before we collect from them. But because we had that main skill trigger from Flareon, that means we can make the Dream Eater Butter Curry. And we are going to fill this out with some really good stuff. Let's see what we have to throw in here to really bulk it out. Let's just do 7 of these. Why not? It's Lapis. It's tough. We might as well throw in some Tails. Snorlax has earned it. Want to throw in... Yeah, there we go. That'll work. This should give us a pretty nice meal. 8,420 before and 20,044 after, which is almost double what we were getting with the Limber Corn Stew. So that is very nice. The only thing that would have been better is if it had gone extra tasty. That would have been just chef's kiss, but no luck today. +1 energy for everybody. Now let's see if we can get some more skill triggers. We already got 2 for 2. Never mind, Blastoise. Snorlax ranked up. Great 3. Making good progress. All right. Now how about 3 for 3? Nope, 2 for 3. Those herbs right back. Let's go ahead and collect the rest of Blastoise's labor and Victory Bell. There we go. 3 for 4, not bad. Primeape won't have a skill trigger because I have not been collecting from him all week. So he's just got an inventory full of berries. And that's going to do it for Primeape and the team. So 3 for 4 skill triggers is not bad, especially since, you know, we got the pot increase, which is the main one we wanted. So we can get some more Dream Shards for getting Snorlax to Great 2. And that is going to do it for all of this stuff. I'm going to leave the team as is. So far, Flareon only had the 1 skill trigger yesterday. And then starting off today pretty good with 1. So we'll see if we can get 2 or 3 per day. If we can consistently get around 2.5 average, I'll be fine with that. But to be fair, Flareon is a Pokemon, this particular Flareon with its sub-skills is a Pokemon that is going to just get better over time. It's okay now, but later on it will get better once it unlocks its other sub-skills. But for now we have the big deal. What everyone has been waiting for. I asked you guys yesterday to put your friend codes in the comments because I needed 2 new friends. There was an overwhelming number of responses. I was not expecting that many. I think we had like 60 something friend codes dropped in the comments. Feel free to add all of those friends that you see down there if you need friends as well. I now have set up, let me go ahead and pull this up. I've set up a wheel to let you guys see live who is going to be added. So without further ado, I have added everyone to the wheel, and let's see. First up, gonna be Opanthode. I probably mispronounced that. If I did, my apologies. All right, so Opanthode, you will be receiving, you've probably already received the friend request by the time this video goes live, but there's our number 1 winner. Number 2, one more time. Ricky Royale. So Opanthode and Ricky Royale, I will be sending you a friend request. Like I said, you've probably already received it by the time this video goes live. But congratulations, you two have won the friend request lottery, friend lottery. I don't know. I don't know. What do we call this? Tell me what we call this. But congratulations to the 2 of you. Everybody else, thank you for putting your friend code in the comment. Be sure to add wow, words. They're not doing great today. Be sure to add everyone else so that we can have a strong community, build up, and get everybody to 50 friends. I did see a few people that said they only had a couple of friends. So make sure to add everybody that you can so that we can build this community stronger and hopefully win at this game together. But that said, I believe that is going to be all for today. I don't think we have anything else that we need to do. Unfortunately, that Dratini was not as good as I would have liked, but everything else seems to be going pretty well so far this week. We'll just have to see how the rest of the week goes. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Make sure y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 4 here on Lapis Lakeside. And because of the maintenance and me going to sleep in the middle of it, we're starting off jumping straight into the sleep report, because as soon as I hit the button on the main menu, it takes me straight to it. So let's just jump into it, get this done, and we'll see if we got any of the interesting stuff that we wanted to find this week. There's quite a lot, so we're kind of open for anything. 17% dozing, 43% snoozing, and 40% slumbering, which means almost certainly dozing type. Yep. Which I think is good. I think that's what we want for the 2 higher priority Pokemon that we're looking for. Of course, we had the maintenance last night, like I was saying, which means we've got new intel, which means that the Comfey data has already been data mined very quickly. We will be talking about that later, but I'm going to save that for the end for those of you that don't want to know and want to find out on your own when Comfey is released. Y'all can just watch until then, and I'll let you know before we get started going over the new Comfey data. But we got 22.7 million drowsy power, which is good for 6 spawns. So hopefully we have something really interesting. And a top belly Bulbasaur is kind of interesting. That is a new sleep style. So let's see what else we got. I'm hoping for well, we didn't get it, that's for sure. I was hoping for a Stuffle, but I always confuse which one Stuffle spawns under, what sleep type. We've got Bellsprout, Ekans, another Ekans. We had 2 Ekans yesterday as well. Kind of strange to have it twice in a row. And then we've got Mankey and Psyduck. At least I think it was yesterday. It might have been the day before we got 2 Ekans. Either way, we had 2 Ekans just recently. And then, of course, the new top belly Bulbasaur. Very nice. A pretty solid sleep report. And that is all of the sleep styles we need for Bulbasaur, all done and dusted. I don't know what I would want to catch out of all this. Who's hungry? Ekans is hungry. All right. Yeah, honestly, out of everything here, I think the Bulbasaur is the one that I'm going to catch. It's already been fed, so we'll catch it with a bonus biscuit. We could take the Ekans home, but it's not super useful. And while I do have a pretty good Venusaur, I could use a better one with a different ingredient spread. So we're going to take that home, and hopefully we get a decent set of ingredients on this one. Even if it's about the same in terms of overall strength, having a different spread would be very nice. Very nice indeed, because we need some more honey. Let's send out some Mankey candy. Try to help people out on Lapis Lakeside, since we do have the Flower Festival coming up, and I feel like a lot of people may be checking out Lapis Lakeside for, if not the first time, one of the first few times. 1,159 research XP and 2,386 dream shards later, and we have a beautiful new Bulbasaur. Level 13 and Bashful. Ooh, Bashful's I think neutral, isn't it? Oh, the ingredient spread is the exact same as what we already had. Not great. Definitely would prefer like honey, tomato, or potato. Probably potatoes with how useful they are over tomatoes. So yeah, honey, potato would probably be best for our next Bulbasaur. So that's unfortunate. Unless this one is just really insanely good or very close to being such, we probably aren't going to keep it. Inventory up M is good. Skill level up is also good. Ingredient finder S is good. Skill trigger M is good. Is actually not a bad Bulbasaur. Ingredient finder M even better. Unfortunately, it's at the very end. If this were the late game and we had the ability to get this to a very high level very quickly, this would not be a bad Bulbasaur, honestly. Or maybe I am mistaken, but I bet you I still have the cooking turned on. No, cooking's turned off. I think the only reason it's rated so low here is simply because the skills aren't in an optimal order. If they were in a better order, this would probably be even better. Like if we had ingredient finder M at level 10, inventory up at 25, skill trigger at 50, skill level up at 75, and then whatever, another ingredient finder or something like that at level 100, that'd be good. And then the nature is kind of bringing it down. Either way, I was just grading it just to see, just out of sheer curiosity, because the one we have already is better rated than this, has better sub skills, and has the exact same ingredient spread. So unfortunately, we won't be keeping this one, but it's all right. At least it's more Bulbasaur candy. But all right, now that that's out of the way and we have other stuff that we normally have done by now, let's get that done. Everybody got some XP. We got 13,596 sneaky snacking, which makes sense. Did not get a chance to check before I went to sleep because of the maintenance. The 100 sleep points is going to put us at 2,967, and our daily lottery, a biscuit would be nice. We need to make some of those back from yesterday. Thank you. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. One Poke Biscuit in the bag. All right. So now let's, man, everything being out of order is kind of throwing me off. All right. So new news for the update contents. This update includes the following improvements: preparation for the Flower Fest, addition of shiny Pokemon profile icons. So if you want to change your profile icon to a shiny Pokemon that you have caught, you can now do so. I suspect we'll see a lot of those whenever I pull up the community reports here in a minute. And the addition of the new campfire relaxing sound. I do want to try that out. That might be the best one if they didn't mess it up. Game contents: changes to the cooking time, so you can no longer wake up early and cook dinner between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. for the next day. The breakfast start time is now 4 a.m. and dinner end time is now 4 a.m. Well, 3:59 a.m. when the day rolls over in game. Balance adjustments: they have changed some of the stats, so Slowbro now can carry 6 more items on its base carry limit. Ingredient finding is multiplied by 1.3. Pseudo Wudo also +6 to the carry limit, with main skill chance and ingredient finding getting multiplied by 1.1. Slowking also +6 to his base carry limit, and also the main skill chance and ingredient finding times 1.1. Sableye, main skill chance multiplied by 1.15 and ingredient finding by 1.1. And Swalot also getting +6 to the carry limit and multiplying their main skill chance by 1.15. So not bad at all. Good changes to some Pokemon that you almost never see used. So maybe they're worth putting on your team now. And then we also have adjustments to the target of main skill energizing cheer S. The helper Pokemon with the lowest energy on the team will be more likely to receive the effect of this main skill. And then the starting level of newly befriended Pokemon raised from between 1 to 3. This adjustment is meant to help beginner researchers in particular so that they can enjoy the game more and faster. Very good. Very, very good stuff. All good changes. No complaints at all. All of it makes sense. And it is definitely going to be good for the health of the game. So let's move on. Those community reports. Let's see if we get any of the shiny profile icons. The top two. Lost my words for a second. All right. So we've got 47 reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 that doubled up. I was looking at a lot of these shiny icons that we've got now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Hard to tell on Gengar if that's shiny or not. 4. No, only 4 so far. Kind of surprising. 5, 6. 6, 7. There we go. 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. All right. 13, 14, 15. Are we going to hit 25, 16? Probably not. 17, 18, 19, 19 out of 50. Not bad. Good shinies for all, especially that Dedenne shiny. Super nice looking. But all right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move into breakfast. We are only going to collect from Flareon and Blastoise. Good. Skill trigger. I was going to be very disappointed if we didn't have one. We did get one for dinner. So got 2 yesterday. Possibly could have gotten 3, but maintenance kept us from checking. So who knows? But we've got all we need for now. Ooh, candy. Give me that candy. We have all we need for now, so that means that we can go ahead and make some breakfast, and we should be able to make that Dream Eater butter curry. Blastoise and Victory Bell, honestly, being all we really need to make the Dream Eater butter curry. So that's been kind of nice to make this a little more often and continue letting that corn stock up. But I don't know what I really want to throw in for filler. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter. There's not much that we need, only 9 extra ingredients. So I guess it really doesn't matter what I throw in. So the total strength is 18,742, which is definitely helping out a lot more than the 11,000 we were getting with the Limber Corn Stew. So Flareon actually helping quite a bit, even if its skill only triggers twice a day and I get an expanded pot for 2 meals, that's still 2 meals that have an extra 7,000 to 8,000 strength on them, which is a big jump at the end of the week in terms of overall strength. You're looking at an extra, what is that, like, not 50,000. 50,000 is low. I don't know. Whatever 8,000, 16,000 times 7 is. Yeah, that's way more than 50,000. Why am I having a hard time with mathing right now? It's like 110,000, somewhere around there, I think. If my math is correct. Who knows? My math may be way off on that. My brain apparently just did not want to cooperate with me today. All right, come on. Speaking of corn. There we go. We got a little bit. Not as much as I would like, honestly. It looks like about 4 of them in there. Yeah, only 4. All right, well, you know, that is, that's my Dragonair for you. All right, so not too bad. We're doing pretty well. Great 4. We were only predicted to be Ultra 1 by Sunday. And here we are at, what is today? Thursday. So we've still got almost a full 4 days. So definitely, Ultra 1 is definitely happening. We're going to get beyond that. Master 3 would be nice, but probably not going to happen. Unless we get lucky with some of these extra tasties. Honestly, at this point, if I can get Blastoise and Victory Bell putting out enough of their ingredients, we might be able to take Dragonair off the team and put another Berry Finder on the team to really help push into the weekend and get a very, very nice score. But we'll just have to wait and see. But all that done and out of the way, it is time to talk about Comfey. So, if you don't want to know, now's your chance. I'll see you later, and y'all have a wonderful day. But for those of you that do want to know, let's go ahead and switch on over, and we're going to take a look at the data mine for Comfey. Comfey looks good, looks very nice. It is a snoozing sleep type, so you're going to need to get the snoozing sleep type if you want to find it. It is an ingredient specialist, which we kind of figured it would be because we don't have a fairy ingredient specialist yet. Comfey will be the first. This was kind of a surprise though. Energizing cheer for the main skill. It makes sense. A lot of fairy types do tend to have support main skills in that regard, energizing skills. So I guess it makes sense and keeps in line with the fairy types. The problem with its main skill is the skill trigger rate is only 2.014, a 1 in 49, almost 1 in 50 chance. I did a little bit of quick and dirty math. If I did my math correctly, even with skill trigger M and main skill chance up nature, you're still only looking at about a 1 in 37 chance of triggering the skill. So it is going to be very rare. It's going to be one of those things, hey, yeah, it's nice when I get it, but you're not going to build anything around it, which again, it's energizing cheer. You're probably not building a team around energizing cheer anyway. It's going to be energy for everyone, but just wanted to put those numbers out there just so that you can be aware of it. However, its ingredient rate is 20%, 1 in 5. So a 1 in 5 chance of getting ingredients. It's pretty good. I think the best that we have so far is around 25% or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I've gone through everyone and looked, but 20% is not bad at all. We don't know the ingredients. The ingredients can't be data mined. Not sure why, but we don't know the ingredients yet. So if the ingredient spread is very nice, if there's corn, it definitely may be worth putting on your team, especially if you have the Pecha berries as your Snorlax's favorite berry. The downside, because it's a single stage evolution, of course, like all the other single stage evolutions, 16 friendship points to take it home, which means you're going to be putting in a lot of work and it may not be good. So that's really up to you if you want to put in the effort to get a Comfey and run that gamble, that lottery. Personally, unless the ingredient spread is just super nice and very desirable, I don't think Comfey is going to be something that I'm going to be hunting for. It's not going to be a priority, I should say. I'm not going to really be hunting for it outside of the event. I'll try to get the one for the event, and that'll probably be it. And if I find another one, I find another one, but I'm not going to be going after it. So there's that. The frequency is actually pretty decent. 41 minutes, 40 seconds for the base frequency. Carry limit is 20 at base, so both very nice. It's got pretty good stats other than the skill trigger rate. It's the only thing I'm not really super excited about with Comfey's skill trigger, well, stats, but it is what it is. It's not bad. Again, it's something that's like, hey, it's nice when it happens, but you're not really worried about it. Also keep in mind, because it is Energizing Cheer S, they did just implement the change to it, so you can also take advantage of that. It could help keep some of the lower members on your team charged up a little bit if you get it fairly consistently, but I wouldn't rely on it. Other than that, we do have where it spawns and at what ranks. So on green grass, you're going to need Ultra 3 for the 1-star, Master 3 for the 2-star, and Master 11 for the Atop Belly. So the 3-star sleep will not be available on green grass. However, in order of 1, 2, 3, and 4, on Cyan Beach, you need Great 5. You then need Master 1, then Master 7, and then Master 9, respectively. And then on Lapis Lakeside, you need Great 2, Ultra 1, Master 2, and Master 1 for all of the sleep styles in order. So kind of easy to find on Cyan Beach, I would say. The drowsy power requirement for the 1-star, only 7.7 million. That is not bad at all. It's pretty easy to get to. If you've got a pretty decent team, you can get above 7 million after just a couple of days, even for some of the newer players. So you're probably going to be all right trying to find it there if you want it. But again, given its stats, I'm not going to hunt for it too much, but who knows? Maybe it's your favorite Pokemon and you really want it. And if that's the case, now you know where to find it. But that is pretty much everything that we have for Comfey right now. I'm not going to show the sleep styles because, of course, I like to find those as we find them and see them then. I don't like to spoil that. But yeah, that is Comfey, and looks like it could be interesting, but I don't know that it's going to make a huge difference. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing something that you see. If that's the case, let me know in the comments if I'm looking at this in the wrong way. Other than that, that is all I've got for today. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 5 here on Lapis Lakeside, trying to catch us a nice little Ralt, Dratini, Stuffle, whole bunch of stuff, actually. But we're going to start off with 10,043 Sneaky Snacking, which is going to be enough to put us into Ultra 1, I believe that is. Yep. Ultra 1, finally on board. We were supposed to be there at the end of Sunday, but here we are, beginning of Friday, and we're already at Ultra 1. I'm going to chalk that up largely to getting some really good luck with the skill triggers on Victory Bell, and also Flareon has been putting in some good work, and we've been getting about 25,000 extra strength from food per day, so that's a big boon. We did get 100 sleep points, puts us at 3,067 total, and for our daily lottery, we have a small ingredient ticket, which we do not currently need, but it is nice to have them for when we do need them. We've definitely been there, and that's not fun. But let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report and see if we get anything interesting. Also, for those of you that were having an issue with your shiny profile icons not showing up, apparently there is a new update. I'm not sure if it's forced. I went and downloaded it directly from the Play Store. So if it's not a forced update, go to the Play Store and update your game, and that should fix the problem. But we do have 2% dozing, 59% snoozing, and 39% slumbering. So that's a snoozing type, almost guaranteed. I was going to be very surprised if it didn't end up being snoozing, but also it wouldn't surprise me just for the game to be like, oh, you think it's going one way, and then bam, it goes another. But all right, we have about 32.273 million. Not bad at all. A bunch of 1-stars and a top belly. So that a top belly ate through all the DPR. It looks like the 1-stars. Really? Okay, this is a weird spawn situation. Okay, the rest of them are different. So we have a Meowth, 2 Persians, a Jigglypuff, a Wobbuffet, and 2 Togetic. It's a weird set of spawns. No new sleep styles, so that is the end of that. I don't even know who I would want to catch out of this. Probably not the Meowth. I mean, honestly, the Togetic would probably be more beneficial. But I already have a really good one. Or a pretty decent one at the very least. You know what? I think I am just going to catch the Meowth. I do need a better one. Might as well. While it's hungry. Take advantage of that, give it the bonus biscuit, and take it home. Hopefully it turns out to be somewhat decent. But it is a skill specialist, and I don't remember its main skill, so it may or may not be good. Yeah, let's send out the, you know what, let's send that picture. We got 2 in there. See, I want to send out the Jigglypuff candy, not just the picture. I thought that was a Jigglypuff picture that just happened to get Persian in it and have 2 Pokemon, but nope. All right, we did get 1,533 research XP and 3,186 dream shards. And our Meowth, our new little buddy, is level 15 in bold. Okay. Level 15, we've got milk, sausage, milk, skill specialist, dream shard magnet. That's right. All right, inventory up S. Where? Whoa. These are in a different order. I don't see any rhyme or reason to this order. But let's go ahead and move on. Inventory up M. Ingredient finder M. There you are. Skill trigger S is right next to it. And inventory up L. All the inventory is what we have. Bold. Ooh, energy recovery up, speed of help down. That is not good. This does not look like a very good skill trigger Meowth. Probably gonna send this one to the professor. Yeah, it's already very bad. Yikes. And that skill trigger at level 75 is not gonna save it. Not by any means. So yeah, straight to the professor. We're not even gonna let that finish. That's bad. That's really bad. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna send that one to the professor. No point in waiting on that. We did get 158 strength gain from sneaky snacking while we were away. And we have no new news. That is to be expected, but we did get a medal. What do we got? Normal types, I bet. Oh, psychic types, 100 studied. Nice. Small dream cluster. Will take. Will happily take. And then for our community reports, we got about 50 of them, right? 44. All right, there we go. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. They doubled up. Very nice. Just over 33%. And I really like that shiny Feraligatr we saw on the way through. We got a level up for a small ingredient ticket. Very good. Very good. All right. And now it is time for breakfast. But first, no skill trigger. We had some good skill trigger luck on Blastoise a couple of days ago. But as of yesterday and today, he's been kind of slacking. We did get another skill trigger there, and that actually, I probably should have saved that now that I think about it. I did get one from Flareon last night. I actually got 4 skill triggers from Flareon yesterday, which is very good. Those 4 skill triggers, each of them represents, well, not each of them. 3 of them at least represent about 8,000 extra strength per meal, per trigger, I should say. So that is significantly more helpful than the Sylveon that I had on the team a while back. Not Sylveon, sorry, Espeon that I had on the team a while back. That was also triggering 4-5 times a day, but each of those triggers only represented about 2,500 strength. So having the extra ingredient space in your pot is far more helpful if it is enough to give you a higher tier dish. I should probably say. For some reason, meal is so hard for me to say. I don't know why. With 2 skill triggers, that means our pot space is currently 74. So still not enough for the Inferno curry. Even if we had the ingredients for it, we couldn't make it. Yeah, so we're definitely going to make the Dream Eater curry because, of course, yeah, 74. We need 77. With 1 more pot increase, we would be able to get that with 2 skill triggers. which is even more reason to not worry about a main skill seed on this Flareon for me personally. If all it takes is 2 skill triggers to give us the Inferno Curry during the week and 1 to give us the Dream Eater Curry, there's no need for it. We can just make the Dream Eater Curry as often as possible, and then the Inferno Curry will be a nice benefit if we get to a point where we can make it. And if not, no big deal. We will get to a point, not anytime soon. We've got a long way to go before level 75 is unlocked. But when we get to level 75 with that Flareon and get skill trigger M, probably going to have a lot higher base. Honestly, probably not even worth worrying about at this point, because 1, we're going to have a much higher base pot size, and we're going to have some different recipes. So really not worth worrying about. But just for the hypothetical, if we had skill trigger, it would make it to where we could make the Inferno Curry probably once or twice a day. So that would be nice. I'm actually kind of liking Flareon over Espeon simply for that fact. And it's kind of funny, I never thought about it this way, but actually using a pot space increase for the mains, I forget what it's called, because it's not even called anything that makes sense to me. But using a Pokemon with this main skill has actually changed the way I think about this main skill and kind of made me realize just how good it is, and I've been missing out this whole time. But let's figure out what we want to throw in this pot. I want to save the herbs for Sunday. What's going to be the best case scenario here? Don't want to use the potatoes. We are just barely keeping up with our potato production for this. That is something to think about. If I need to, I may need to get, our shiny Graveler on the team to get some extra potatoes. I think he's got potatoes. So I may need to throw him on the team for like a day just to get some excess and make sure that we have enough. But for this, we've got 20,590. Compare that to the 11 or 12,000 we were getting with the Limbercorn Stew. And that's why it's worth it. I feel like I've been doing nothing but singing the praises of this this main skill all week, or the last couple days anyway. It's very good. I definitely like it, and I'm going to have to try to find a way to incorporate it into my teams more often, especially with the new way that I want to design my teams in the edit team section. Unfortunately, that was the only skill trigger we got today. No skill triggers from any of the others. Definitely knew I wasn't getting a skill trigger from you. I just wanted to see what was there. But yeah, definitely gonna see if I can incorporate that more often into my teams. It may be worth just having Flareon on the team, even if there's not a favorite berry, just to get a... Ooh. Oh yeah, I just thought of something. That means that I can plan my meals for the week around expecting to get the skill triggers, which means we can change up who we're planning to have on the... So many things just opened up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and have a think on that and try to figure out how exactly I want to plan around that. That's gonna be really interesting moving forward. Turning that Sylveon into a Flareon, that was the right call. I'm definitely happy with it. Still need to be on the lookout for a Berry Finder Glaceon with some high skill trigger rate, just for those purposes, because that will serve us very well, especially on Snowdrop. But yeah, got a lot to think about now with how I'm going to try to build my teams going forward. Probably need to start getting ready to build a salad team, to be honest with you. I have not given that any thought this week. So yeah, I'm also going to go and think on that. But that is all I've got for today. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 6 here on Lapis Lakeside, getting ready for the Flower Festival event that starts here in just a couple of days. But first, we're going to start off with 10,969 sneaky snacking. Got quite a lot Actually kind of surprised with it. Well, no, it does make sense. Victory Bell was at like 104% energy when I went to bed last night. I think it triggered like 4 times. So can't complain about that. Victory Bell has been the rock on which this team has been built. And we've got 100 sleep points for 3,167 total. And we are going to get for our daily lottery a small ingredient ticket. Another one. Very nice. Cannot complain about that. And now that that is out of the way, let's jump into the sleep report. We have not really seen anything that we've been hoping to find, strangely. Like, I thought we'd definitely see a Stuffle or a Beware by now. But no, the only thing we've seen is a Dratini, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. There are other Pokemon that can spawn here on Lapis, like Dedenne and a couple others that would be good for us to catch. I would like to catch them, but for some reason they're not showing up. But we did get 14% dozing, 57% snoozing, and 29% slumbering for a dozing sleep type. That's kind of what I expected. I don't know if dozing is what we want, though. I think... Oh, my brain is failing me now. Is dozing Dratini? Or is it Ralts? I don't think it's Stuffle. But anyway, we got 40.9 million, almost 41. Nope, only 7 spawns, not 8. We got 7 spawns, decent chance of finding something we want. Let's see. Another Victory Bell up there. Bulbasaur's here. Bulbasaur's good. We definitely could use a better one. Victory Bell, we could use a better one. We do have a really good one, but it's not the best it can be. So having a better one is not the worst thing. But it looks like Mankey, Primeape, Weepin' Bell, Victory Bell, another Mankey, another Weepin' Bell, and a Bulbasaur. And now that I'm looking at this, I feel like this week has been a lot of duplicates because there were, what, 2 days where we had 2 Ekans as well? So yeah, it's a lot of duplicates this week and not what I am actually wanting to find, which, I mean, I guess that's just exactly my luck and exactly what you would expect based on how my luck has gone pretty much this entire year. So I think since the holiday event, my luck has just been kind of wah wah. So yeah, that's about how it goes. But of course, the 2 that I would actually want to catch, both are hungry, but I think out of the 2 of them, probably best to go for the Bulbasaur. If we can get a good one with the right ingredient spread, it's going to be more helpful than a Mankey. So that's going to be what we go for today, and probably that's going to be it. I do want to keep saving my biscuits. I'd like to stock up probably double what we have now just to feel comfortable for future events. So that's what we're gonna do. And as far as candy, you know what, with as solid as of a Pokemon as Victory Bell has been, I think we're gonna send out some Victory Bell or Bellsprout candy, I should say, to help other people get a Victory Bell to really amp up their cooking. We did get 1,986. It is a long way to level 54. Research XP and 3,721 Dream Shards. 2,000 XP in that bar barely moved. But we can go ahead and move on over and check out this new fancy Bulbasaur we got. Level 15 in Mild. Mild I haven't seen in a while, so I'm not sure what that is. Again, not the spread we want. Really was hoping for honey, potatoes, just to get some better honey coming in. I think every one we've caught has been tomatoes. I don't think I've seen a single Bulbasaur with honey at level 30. That's really what I need, because those 2 Pincers we caught are just not doing the job. And Pinsir needing 16 friendship points to bring home is just, it's the worst gamble. You spend so many resources catching it, and then it may not even have the ingredients you want, let alone be good. So Bulbasaur is definitely the better choice in my opinion, but it's just not working out for me either. But we can see this one might still be good. Inventory up S at level 10, helping speed M. The skills are back in the order they normally are. I don't know what happened yesterday. Research XP bonus at 50, helping speed S at 75, and helping bonus at level 100. Not a bad capstone. We'd like to see it a little earlier, but it is what it is. It's a very fast Bulbasaur, but no ingredient finding. The nature's ingredient finding. So that is good. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to save it. Because we really want an ingredient finding subskill, and that is just not happening. I mean, it's still pretty decent. So far. I mean, a PR of 85, I think that is technically better in huge air quotes than the Venusaur we already have. I think ours is like an 83 PR, but it also, I believe, has berry finding at like level 50 instead of research XP bonus. So all in all, I think it's actually better in the long run. Plus, we've already invested in it. If we were to invest in this one, it would be replacing the one that we have and not really replacing it with something too much better. So I don't think it's worth the resources to just get like a couple extra points in PR if we're only looking at the situation from a PR perspective, which I'm not. So yeah, this is a pretty good one. It's a very good catch. If I didn't have one already, this would be one I would invest in. But since we do already have one, and this doesn't have the ingredient spread that I want, this one is going to go to the professor. I just wanted to see what it would turn into at level 100 once we calculate that helping bonus, just out of my own curiosity. Not going to change my opinion of it, because level 100 is a long ways away anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to know for myself. But it looks like that is not there we go, finally. Brought it up to a 96 at level 100 for an average of 87 PR. So that's not bad. Like I said, this is a good Bulbasaur. If I didn't already have one that covers the same base as this one already does, and I hadn't invested in it, then I would keep it, but it would just be in conflict with the one we already have. So thank you for joining the team, Bulbasaur. You've been a good friend for a brief moment, but yeah, we're gonna send you to the professor. But let's go ahead and move on and knock out some of this other stuff we've got to do today. If the game will load. There we go. 488 sneaky snacking. No new news, which is making me think maybe we aren't getting new recipes. I was thinking maybe they were going to announce it at the last minute, but starting to think maybe we aren't going to get more salad recipes like we did with the desserts. I thought for sure that's how it was going to go, but seemingly not. But as far as the community reports go, we do have 46 with 1, 2, 3. That is a nice shiny victory bell. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Ah, so close to breaking the 20. Almost 19 out of, what was it, 46? That's pretty good. That's pretty good odds. Did we get any level ups today? No level ups, it looks like. All right, let's back it up. And one more time. And now we can get into the real fun stuff. Let's see. I need a skill trigger from you, buddy. It's been a while. It's been a couple days. Still gonna make me wait, huh? Still gonna make me wait. You can tell that it's been a couple days because my oh, didn't get a skill trigger from Flareon. Uh-oh. You can see that I put Beware on the team instead of Dragonair because I wanted to get some more sausage and corn built up, and Beware just seems to be, you know, a real beast when it comes to bringing in ingredients. Collect those candies. And one thing I want to do, I think it's about time before we cook. I want to see, let's see, it's 127,000 to make this happen. And how many do we have? Only 70,482. Okay, but we need 56,518. So now we know. And we definitely have the dream clusters for it. So let's see what it's gonna take. Where are they at? 82 dream clusters, and we get 1,890 for each. So let's divide that 56,518 by 1,890. That is 29.9 dream clusters, so we need to use 30 of them. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, and -1, so that we have exactly what we need. We don't want to use them if we don't need to, because they do get more valuable the higher your rank is. your research rank. There we go. Let's go to the pot. 127,000. We should have exactly that with 182 to spare. Your pot can now hold 3 more ingredients. And I believe that should allow us to make the Dream Eater Butter Curry without the skill trigger. Oh, well, if I had the ingredients. Uh-oh. You know what? Maybe I need to collect from Victory Bell. I tried to wait till after breakfast just to really maximize and, well, min-max really the amount of energy for that exact reason. Because now he's going to get 0 from breakfast, but he's really only going to get 1 from breakfast anyway, so it's not that big a deal. And so far, I've been able to make Dream Eater Butter Curry pretty much every meal since we put the Flareon on the team. But you can see we still have 8 potatoes left over. Oop, did not mean to throw in another one. 8 potatoes left over. It's actually working out pretty well for the supply of potatoes. We can only put in 2 extra ingredients. That's fine with me. We're actually overflowing with milk. But anyway, let's get this going. It is going to be very nice to be able to make this more consistently. But having Flareon on the team, because our pot space is now 57, we're going to get 18,986 from that curry. But our pot space now naturally is 57, so having Flareon on the team still makes sense if we have the ingredients for what we can make with the Flareon skill trigger. For curries specifically, it will allow us to make the Inferno Kima curry. No, it won't. We'll need 2 skill triggers to make that. So I need to try to get the ingredients for that put back in reserve for those instances where it does proc twice and we can make it. Either that or I need to invest some skill seeds, but it would take 3 of them. It would take 3 main skill seeds into my Flareon to get that to happen. So that's a huge investment for something that would really only pay off while we have curries. For desserts and salads, well, no, it would pay off for desserts as well, because the flour gift macarons are also 77 ingredients. But we have tea time corn scones, which are 67, which only need the skill proc from Flareon with no main skill seed investments, my Flareon specifically. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. But Flareon can still serve a purpose on our curry, well, really on our salad and our dessert teams. We could put him on the curry team, but it's only going to make sense if we can pretty much guarantee 2 skill procs per meal at least twice a day, which we'd probably have to skip a meal to get that to happen. And I don't know that the amount of strength we would get from skipping to ensure that we can make the Inferno curry would make sense to skip a meal to do so. That's going to involve some complicated math that I'm definitely going to have to do off screen, but that's kind of where I'm at with Flareon. I do like it, but now that we have an increased pot space, it's going to be most helpful for salads and desserts. So we may drop it from the curry team and just try to focus on something else instead. Maybe island dependent, maybe bringing in a different support Pokemon. Maybe if we could find a Ralts, maybe a really good Gardevoir for our curry team. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear and see how it goes. Plus, I need to figure out if I have Pokemon that can bring in complementary ingredients to even give us an empty space to put Flareon on the team in the first place. That said, as far as the Flower Festival goes, we know we're going to get salads. I would like to make green grass salad as much as possible, and I think we can do it with 3 Pokemon on the team, because it is oil, corn, potatoes, and tomatoes. But that's a lot of oil, and that's way more than what we're going to get from our Toxicroak. We're not going to get 66 oil in one day. So I think it's time to swap the team around a little bit. Since we don't need Flareon on the team for the Dream Eater Butter Curry, I am going to go ahead and put Toxicroak on the team to try to stock up some oil so that we can at least make it a few times next week. I don't think we're going to be able to make it for every meal, but hopefully a few meals at the very least. If not, we can try for the ninja salad, but I'm less optimistic about that, if I'm being honest. 36 mushrooms in one day is going to be very tough. 45 leeks in one day is going to be almost impossible with our Doug trio. He was barely bringing in, I think, 12 a day, which granted that was RNG dependent. I think it's expected to bring in about 18 per day, but still not enough for me to rely on it. We'll probably try to make it just once during the week just to go ahead and unlock it because we still haven't made it yet. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at for the salads. Although with the changes they made to Slow Bro, maybe this is the one. This is one we could pretty easily do. We have a Dragonair that is all fiery herbs. Toxicroak brings in a decent amount of oil. Maybe the new changes to Slow Bro could make the Slowpoke Tail Pepper Salad more viable. There's a few things we could do. I'm just kind of trying to do the best that I can because why not? But we do have options to fall back on if that's not going to work. That said, that is kind of my plan for the Flower Festival right now. Just trying to get a good salad team together and figure out what is going to work most reliably. So I'm kind of cautiously optimistic about the Flower Fest, but that is all I have got for today. Be sure to let me know what your plans are for the Flower Festival, how you're approaching your preparation for your team, and what salad you're going to be trying to make. Just kind of curious where everybody's at in their game. I know we have some newer players that are going to be trying to make some of the salads that are a little lower on the list, but that's perfectly fine. Make what you can reliably make. That is what is most important, is that you can make it consistently. But yeah, let me know your plans in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 7 here on Lapis Lakeside. It is the final day of the week, but not the final sleep research. We are going to grab 100 sleep points. I forgot about the sneaky snacking again. We are going to grab 100 sleep points. That puts us at 3,267, and for our daily lottery, we are going to get another small ingredient ticket. What is that, like 3 this week, I think? I mean, it's not bad. We're definitely going to use them eventually. It's nice to stack them up. Fancy apples first for going to bed on time. Sneaky snacking not showing up. I missed it. Don't know how much we got. Probably about the same as yesterday, to be honest. So it is what it is. Getting a little excited to get to this sleep research. Sunday sleep research is usually a bit better. Funny enough, it's usually a bit better than Monday, in my opinion. We got 15% dozing, 42% snoozing, and 43% slumbering. That's looking pretty balanced to me, but just enough dozing to push it in that direction. So we did get dozing type again. What did we have yesterday? Like 40 something million, I think. 44, somewhere around there. So maybe we got 50, 52 today would be nice. Oh, no, not quite. 49.193 million. Still not enough for 8 Pokemon to show up. But a couple of 3 stars and in a top belly. There goes Ekans again. Okay. The week of Ekans, seemingly. I think we've seen more this week than I have the rest of all the weeks combined. There is an Ivysaur, though, and a new... Only 6 out of 7 are old, so we got a new one. So we got Bellsprout, 2 Psyduck, a Mankey, an Ivysaur, and an Ekans. So what's new? With any luck, it'll be a shiny Dragonite. Oh, it's the new sleep style for Ivysaur. The Vines Out Sleep, the 3-star. There we go. That might be... No, we haven't got a top belly yet. I don't think. Oh, we did get a top belly. We don't have the 1-star? Really? Okay. That's weird. All right. Especially for a second stage evolution, you'd really think we'd have the 1-star by now. Psyduck's hungry. Other Psyduck is hungry. That's it. Okay, well, I mean, honestly, Psyduck, I already have a really good Psyduck. I don't want to invest in that, but I wouldn't mind trying to get a better Bellsprout. The Victory Bell we have is really good, but it's not the best that it can be. And it looks like we're not taking this Bellsprout home, but we do have it set up to take home next time. So at least we've got that. Not really worried about the Psyduck, so if I can tap the finish button, we'll move on. Yeah, our Victory Bell is good. It's shown me the power of Victory Bell in general. So if we can get an even better one, which, you know what, we're gonna send out that Victory Bell or Bellsprout candy too, just to help other people realize the beauty of Victory Bell. Then if I can get a better one, that's gonna definitely be invested in. We got 2,209 research XP and 4,743 dream shards. Ideally, I would like one with the same ingredient spread as the current Victory Bell we have, just better sub skills and the same nature. It's actually got a pretty good nature, I believe. But all right, let's move on. No new news. For community reports, we have about 48 of them. 46. All right, not too bad. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That shiny Absol, though. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 that doubled up. Very nice. There's 1 level up. 2 level ups. There we go. 3 more ingredient ticket smalls. Not bad at all. And now that means we can see how our team has been doing since last night. Got a skill trigger there. A lot of oil. I'm actively trying to keep track of how much oil I have. I didn't see how much went in there, but we do have a lot. Enough oil to make 2 of the green grass salads so far. Hey, there we go. Skill trigger starting off with you is very nice. I didn't actually mean to click on you. I was trying to save you for after breakfast, but I got busy thinking about salad for next week. A lot of ingredients there. We need that sausage for today. So that's good. And honestly, we can go ahead and collect from Primeape now that we're on Sunday. I'm going to swap him out for some ingredients for next week. I don't think we're going to make it to Master 3. I think we needed to get for the Dratini incense. I don't think we're going to make it there unless we just get stupid lucky with with these meals today. But I'm not planning to make a ton of meals either. Let's go ahead and throw in those 5 apples we had. I'm trying to think, what do we need to save? We actually don't need to save any of the sausage. I mean, it would be nice for the Inferno curry, but without the herbs, that's not going to happen. And we need so many herbs. Oh, we don't have ginger either. So yeah, the Inferno curry is not going to happen. We can use those. And then we want to save the oil, the corn, the tomatoes, and the potatoes, which we are using potatoes for this meal. But the amount of potatoes we need for the salad is very small, so I'm not worried about getting those back throughout the week. We can, let's see, what else do we want to throw in? We have 111 corn. We're doing pretty good there, and 72 oil. We still need more. Oop. Throw in that. We want to save the soybeans. That's as a backup. I think we can use the honey without worrying about it. And then we can throw in the rest of this sausage and be done with it. And I think that'll give us a pretty decent meal, especially if it goes extra tasty. I don't think I've had a single extra tasty this week. All right, so before the bonus, we're at 13,737, still no extra tasty. Yikes-a-roni, 26,159. Which is good, but it's only about 6,000 more than what we were getting without the increased pot space from Sunday. So, I mean, it's all right. Definitely could be better, though. And I think at this point, I'm just going to be content with the Ultra 4. If we make it to Ultra 5, cool. But I don't think I'm super concerned with it. Really, the main concern was getting that Dratini incense. And that's probably not happening. Especially since that didn't go extra tasty. Oh, we do have a few missions done. Several missions. Okay, so we've got a cluster, a small cluster. We've got 1,310 dream shards and another 1,310 dream shards and 5 diamonds for 15 diamonds for going to bed on time. Yeah, Master 3 is almost certainly not happening this week, which is unfortunate. I would really like that Dratini incense, but honestly, if we make it to Ultra 5, I'm pretty happy with that this week. Oh, we got a medal. What do we get a medal for? Oh, getting to Ultra 4. Nice. I guess that's the first time we've done that. There's another biscuit. Very good. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with getting to Ultra 4. Obviously, it's a record now that we got the medal for it. We are getting better at Lapis. It's still a struggle for me to get high ranks, but I am getting better at it. And that is the important part, is that we're always making little progress. And I think that increased pot space is going to help significantly, not just on Lapis, but everywhere. So that was a really good investment. We'll get those shards back over the weeks, not only from the sleep research, but also from hitting higher ranks that reward more dream shards for each rank that we hit. So that was a good investment. I'm happy with that. At this point, I think we are going to... if we're gonna worry about the salads, we might just go ahead and switch to the salad team. Let's see, we've got, for the salad, I'm planning to make the green grass salad. Actually, let's back up a little bit just for a moment. Just for a quick mo, let's back up. And let's see. You can see I've only put in these ingredients because they're the only ones I'm worried about so far. But we have 8 potatoes, 72 oil, 30 tomatoes, not much, and 111 corn. All right, so let's save that. Currently, we can't make any green grass salads simply because of the potatoes, but let's just say we have 18 hypothetically. You can see we can make 2 green grass salads so far. I think for the rest of today, I am only going to be worried about stocking up these ingredients that we need and trying to get some skill triggers from Flareon to help out with that. So for now, we could use some more oil. In terms of corn, we almost have enough for about 7, maybe, if I'm just doing some quick math there. Let's see, 34, 72, no, that's 68. And then 102, so there's 6. Yeah, we almost have enough for 7. I think I'm good with this team the way it is. We do also have a... oil is probably more important, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. Let's get more oil first and foremost. So let's... it takes more oil to make this recipe than it does corn. Corn is easier to get throughout the week than oil is. So let's use this team, and then how close to leveling up are you? 344. Okay, so I can go to bed tonight with this one still on the team. And that will hopefully give us a decent amount of what we need. Victory Bell should pull in a bunch of tomatoes and potatoes on its own. Oil from the 2 Toxicroak. Corn, hopefully from Beware. And then tomorrow we can change the team up again for hopefully the majority of the week, but we'll see how it goes. And then also, if we can get a few skill triggers off of Flareon, That'll be really nice to start tomorrow off, which means I may not make lunch or dinner today. I may just try to stack all of these pot increases from Flareon and hopefully end up with an extra 40 ingredients for breakfast. So that's kind of the plan, and we're just going to see how it goes. Hopefully things go well. But that is, yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. So hopefully it works. We'll just have to wait and see. But thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes.